Namaskar. We are having a glimpse of Geeta and Dnyaneshwari. Today happens to be fifth verse, the Shlok of sixth chapter of Geeta, and the OV 67 to 70. It's a very important Shlok, and its description is also very nice. We might be hearing many a times, why are you hurting yourself? From where did those words came from here? Okay, you should be, you should raise yourself up. You should become successful in life or something like that. And success means Atma Gyaneshwari. That's all. उद्धरे आत्मनात्मानम नात्मानम अवसादे आत्मैवहि आत्मनो बंधु आत्मैवहि रिपु आत्मा. Uddhare means you should excel yourself in your life. Atman means yourself, and you yourself can excel yourself. No atmanam avasare. Please do not commit such mistake that will harm you and your life, hurt yourself and your near and dear ones, or even the society at large. Don't do all this nonsense. Straight away, I'm using nonsense word. Shri Krishna and Dnyaneshwari Maharaj has not used it. Don't do all nonsense things. Do all the things that has some sense which will benefit the society, and it will be for the humanitarian cause. You should follow the values, ethics, and all the human values, morality also should be there. Atma vahi atmana bandhu. You yourself is your friend, the brother, the guide, the philosopher of yourself. Don't be a ripu, means don't be your own enemy. What a beautiful. I'm giving you word by word translation. So you should excel yourself, put yourself in the path of success, and do not be your own enemy. You should be your own friend, philosopher, guide, or otherwise there you will lose the chance to become enlightened soul after coming from 8.4 billion birth cycles of so many species. Okay, clear cut message from Shri Krishna. Now, Dnyaneshwari Maharaj. तब हसोनी कृष्ण म्हणे तुझे नवल ना हे बोलणे कवणासी काय दिसेल कवणे इथं अद्वैती आहे. Shri Krishna laughed at smiled, not laughed, smiled and oh, very nice, good question, Arjun. And he's looking at him like a child. He said, you see, it is so miraculous that you are talking about I am giving you something else and you are listening, I am speaking. But in this Advaita, everywhere God is there. Advaita means there is non-duality. There is only one Paramatma is everywhere. One God is there everywhere. So in this there is no transaction, there is no giver, there is no taker, there is no speaker, there is no listener. Everything is one and the same thing. Okay. Now when we heard in the early childhood, so we went outside. So one of our friends said, hey, take me, pinch me. It hurts me. So, while going out of that, so Swami saw that, he laughed. A lot of people laughed. He said, hey, come here. Boys, come here. It is going to hurt you or me or anyone. Because we are human beings. Now somebody slaps you, it is going to hurt. There is a limitation. And another person did something beyond this. In the night, I am going to sleep in Advaita Bhava. He slept, he didn't wake up in the morning. So he told it to, we were transparent. No. Otherwise, if there is no friendly atmosphere, we cannot succeed in our life. He said, Swamiji, I slept in the Advaita Bhava. I couldn't wake up in the morning. So come here. Then another approach was there on there is a limitations of every example and everything. Remember. Now, as you have taken Jedi Vitthal Matra Gavi, then Patya Samaya means you are on the path of Vitthal. So, you are on the path of Vitthal means Lord Shri Krishna's avatar, you might be knowing that. So, when you are trying to meet Vitthal, you are trying to become one with the God, you are on that path already. So, you have to Patya means you have to know your limitations. Now, You have to keep that sense in yourself that I have to wake up in the morning at 5 o'clock, at 5 to 6:30. I shall be sitting for the meditation, 1.5 hour minimum. And then only you can become a realized soul. You can remain on the path. You will follow all the ethics, values, and all the morality that will help the society, yourself, your family, and will create a positive atmosphere all around the globe. So then we came to know, so this is Advaita Bhava, it is okay. But at the same time, there is no transaction, but at the same time, you have to create such an atmosphere inside yourself that you should excel in your life. There is a transcendental meditation, there is a Zen, Chin, Kaizen is there, continuous improvement is there. That Zen, Chin word has come from Dhyana. Dhyan means meditation. Dhyan means meditation. Dhyan became Chin in China and it became Zen in Japan. You go and read any Kaizen book or any Zen, they will come to know that it has come from India and went to so many places. Then there are so many scripts you might be knowing. You go and see the Kaizen and all those things. From Zen, Theravada Buddhism, then all these things, it went to Burma means at that time Myanmar, now we call it. Then it went to Sri Lanka, then it went to so many places and all those things happened. Then it traveled to China, it traveled to Japan. So chain become Dhyan and all those things. These philosophical things and these extra things, generally I don't speak because it is not required. We are just, seeing Dnyaneshwari and Geeta because that is very beautiful. Now, पै व्यामोहाची आश्रय जे बळिया अविद्या निद्रित होई जे तेवेळी दुःस्वप्न हा भोगीचे जन्म मृत्यूचा. Now, because of living in ignorance, and if we are sleeping, and then in ignorance, first is ignorance, and that too then we are sleeping, and then somebody wakes up. Oh, Eric, where am I? We have done all these things in our lecture. Eric, where am I? Oh, so I'm here. Okay. So like that, once you wake up, you realize, oh, this 8.4 million birth cycle is also moha, means it is also mirage, and this sorrow and joy is also mirage. We come to know that, but at the same time, for some time, it pinches us with ourselves. That happens. Everybody in his life facing, the thunderstorm, the tsunami, and all those things, and then the floods in life, and all those things. Everybody, and still you have to come out of that, realize this, and you become a realized soul, you become an enlightened soul. That is the message given by him. Imagine who is telling the Sri Krishna, who before he was born, his maternal uncle was going to kill him. I mean, that was decided path for him, and he faced a lot of hurdles in life, a lot of enmities in life. My mother used to say, Sri Krishna and Sri Ram were also not left. Who are we and you? Even Jesus Christ was not left. You take it and you name it, and that person has faced fantastic things in their life. Bhagwan Mahavir, Bhagwan Buddha, and all those people. Maybe those things are not arising. And Prabhu Ramchandra went to, Vanaprastha, he went to jungle for 14 years and all those things. Even Pandavas, even if Sri Krishna was there, Pandavas faced, they went to jungle. So nobody is left. So who are we and you and I? I mean, that's what my mother used to say. In fact, everybody is a God, and everybody is that level. I mean, they can become realized soul. Swamiji used to say, I can give it in writing that everybody can become realized soul. But at the same time, everybody has to face a lot of things in their life. That is also true. So still, as everybody is facing this, so you should take it that way, that in place of thinking it as joy and sorrow and thinking that you are this and that, you make it a path of work is worship. You see how beautiful it is told. पाठे अवसाद येची व तैते अवघेची होय वावा ऐसा उपजे नित्य सद्भाव तो ही आपण पाची. Your sadbhav, satbhav means devotion. You become one with the God, that is sadbhav. One more word has been added. Sannyasi, sadbhav, yogi, bhakta, and all those things. So you should make your sadbhav your own attribute or characteristic, that whatever may happen, we still will remain one with the God. We should remain on the yogi state of mind, bhakta, and we should always remain in heavenly state of mind, so that whatever we do, that becomes work is worship. Every time, 24 by 7. Right now, 24 hours in the day has 24 hours, and right now Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 7 days are there. We don't know in future if 25 after some 12 million years later, for example, 1.2 crore years later, there will be 25 hours, or something billion years later, something 25 hours day will be there. So that is why today we are saying 24 by 7, that remains with us. That Atman, that state of mind, that sadbhav, that yogi avastha, that realization, that self-realization at all the times. म्हणून आपण पची आपण पे घातू की जतू असे धनंजय चित्त देऊन नातल्या देह म्हणा. So don't think you are a body, and don't think all the times. I mean, sometimes like waking up and all those things, that is required, but all the times remaining on body state and say, I am the richest person on that, I can do this and now I can do that. Jhukti hai duniya jhukane wala chahiye. I mean, he means to say that I have such a power that I can buckle anybody at my feet. Okay. Another side of the story, a powerful people. Another side of the story is that even powerless people, so called in society, in fact, everybody has power, some power. In fact, what happens, that this has been a story told by one sadhu. Once what happened, 100 years ago, there were people who used to go for madhukari, bhiksha, means for begging. It is not actually begging, but it is a sadhana as well, to remain to have humility and to remain humble in life. Humble, you may say humble or humble, H-U-M-B-L. So there are Brahmins, there are sannyasis, there are people who are performing sadhana, and there are people, the beggar also. These 4 kinds of people, minimum, used to go for this, for begging. There were some people who used to go only 5 places and collect that food and used to have the food or something like that. There are so many things into that as well. So once what happened, one of the person among them, he could be Brahmin, Sadhu, Sannyasi, Bhat or beggar, whatever it is. What happened, one day he went to that one house. So he said, "Hi, don't come here. You have good hands and legs. Why don't you work hard and earn that money and live a life?" And then he even sent a dog behind that person, so he ran away. So at some distance, his own colleagues were there. Then he said, "You say I don't go to that house because it has that ABCD, that those things happen." Now, if you are sadhu, sannyasi, or you are doing it for humility, and you are saying that in this Panchakroshi, nobody is as egoless as I am. I hope you understand what he is saying. So, to get rid of egoism, egotism and ego, all these things, to remain humble, these things, the sadhana is there. Why should you keep egoism, egotism and all those things? That is what, this is the story even told by my Swami Madhuranath as well. So, everything that is required to keep your Swaviman so that you live a good life is okay. But beyond certain point, you should get rid of that. To wake up in the morning, I shall wake up in the morning. That determination should be there, and do the sadhana and do the good things in life. But when it becomes pinching to anybody, yourself and society, and harming yourself and everybody, then it is not okay. Also, there may be some time that you are living in such situation that your sadhana hurts someone. So please leave aside those things. Keep your sadhana going on without keeping an ego. That is also a message from Sant Dnyaneshwari and Shri Krishna. Okay? So let us live on that path where we can remain yogi, bhakta, sannyasi, now sadbhav, a person having sadbhav. And what can we say? So let us follow that path. Thank you very much.